WhiskyJason here, Whisky Live Dublin 2023, together with
Rosie from Túath.
So, you are Miss Irish Whiskey Glass Lady.
I would like to think so, yes. Yes, indeed.
So, for those that don't know, let's show my favorite version of this glass.
Okay.
I love the black. I really
one.
do. I mean, I've talked about the base here quite a few times and so on. How did you have the idea to create your own whiskey glass? Because, I mean, we have Glen cans,
yes.
We have tumblers, but when we think about Irish whiskey, we go, well, I don't know, we don't have anything.
Yeah.
We didn't have anything until you came along.
Yes, so myself and some friends, we're all living abroad and we're all thinking about returning home. This is like in 2015. And one of them, who you probably know, James from Sleeve League, was talking about opening up his distillery and building a distillery. And we knew that the only real tasting glass on the market at the time was the Glencairn.
Right.
And we knew that everybody wanted Irish whiskey to sort of reclaim its place on the whiskey stage in the world. And we felt it was appropriate that Irish whiskey should have its own identifiable glass. Mm-hmm. So we set about trying to create something that was the best of all the glasses out there. Yeah. Big enough so that ice would fit in or water would fit in, wide enough.
You didn't say ice last time, interesting, okay.
Yeah, ice and water.
yeah, water you did.
Yeah. Bigger serves, wider base so that we get a greater surface area and the whiskey opens up and breathes more quickly. Taller so that the heavies hit the sides and come back. And the flare at the top so that ethanol note goes away from the nose and you don't get that pinch in the nose that's uncomfortable. And then our nice base so you can hold it without touching the bowl. So that you don't have to touch the bowl and warm the whiskey or cloud the whiskey. And it gives a really secure anchor for swirling.
These are a little bit new as well, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Every year we keep adding a few little pieces to
exactly,
it. So people kind of laugh and say, well, I would never pour a whiskey and not finish it. But there are moments where you're doing pours and you want to leave it there. So, you know, it's a nice wooden coaster for the top of it. And we've done some additions like our gold rim, our platinum rim, just for different markets where people want sort of high-end gifting, and it's very nice to have presents. So we've been adding to it as time goes by. And then our black glasses, as you said, are your favourite. We've added those recently because they make an interesting addition to a tasting flight blind tasting. Because we all know that pale coloured whiskey makes people think it's weak or it's young or it's not very flavourful. But you could have an aged whiskey that's been in bourbon its whole life or in a sauterne or a white wine cask, and it's not going to pick up colour like port or red wine. And we all have a tendency to judge with our eyes. And so, you know, the black glasses have a role to play in the blind tasting. And they're a little bit rock and roll as well, so people kind of like them. So,
or gothic.
Yeah, a bit gothic.
Exactly. Why not? So it depends on what sector you're in here.
Exactly.
Now, if I may show for my American friends.
Yes, we did it in addition of those.
St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, for an American St. Patrick's Day event with Barry Chandler. He was the one who ordered them for an American event. Yes, so we did those with Barry.
Yeah, very, very good. So what's next?
What's next is a good question. We feel that we need a new edition.
Okay.
And maybe for the distilleries who have whiskey tastings in situ, where they have multiple editions, and we need smaller glassware for smaller measures. Yes. But we need it to be, so this is a temporary fix that we're kind of doing.
All right. I asked him, I was like, what's this on the table? Your husband explained, especially with distilleries, it's perfect.
For small tastings, so what we want to do is...
If you put one CL in here, it kind of disappears.
Yeah.
Put one CL, you notice you have something. Least,
and you still have a little bit of functionality in that because the base is wide enough, you can still do a bit of swirling. But what we want to do is we want to capture the functionality of the Túath itself. And so we have plans to make a mini Túath.
Excellent.
So we're working on that at the moment.
Excellent. The mini Glencairn in America, they love them. Because
the wee Glencairn.
Yeah, exactly. Those are great. So what will that be called? Will it be called the wee Túath? No, you have to.
We have another name, but I can't tell you right now. But we will because we need to register it.
Please do. No, we didn't say anything.
But there will be a name.
We
will have a name for it.
All right, excellent. So how many markets are you in at the moment?
Oh, good question. Yeah, at least. Yeah, a lot of recent success in Korea.
Ah, good.
Yeah,
Wow.
we've opened up in Korea. It's quite successful in
Yeah,
Korea.
congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, good. So, and we find you online,
Tuaglass.ie.
IE for Ireland. Very good. All right, thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for drinking Irish whiskey from an Irish whiskey glass.
Thank you. Sláinte.
Flasche.